Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to peel back the shell on a surprisingly valuable global commodity, and we're talking about tamarind. You know, that sweet and sour fruit pod that seems to be popping up everywhere? Well, it's quietly taking over kitchens and entire industries around the globe.
And when I say taking over, I really mean it. Get this, by 2033, the global market for tamarind is projected to hit over $4 billion. That is a staggering number, especially for a fruit that a lot of people are, still just discovering.
So how did this happen? I mean, how does a humble, kind of sour fruit become a billion-dollar powerhouse? Well, to really get it, we have to look way beyond just its taste. There's a whole story here about science, industry, and what we want as consumers.
All right, first up, let's dive into the numbers, because they really paint a picture of just how massive this market is getting.
So the market's growing at what they call a compound annual growth rate of 6.3%. Now, what that really means is it's on track to jump from about $2.5 billion today to over $4 billion in less than 10 years. This isn't some tiny niche market anymore. This is a full-on global surge.
Okay, so what is this fruit that's causing all this buzz? Let's crack it open, so to speak, and see where the real value is hiding. You've probably tasted it in everything from Thai to Mexican food, right? But its roots are actually in tropical Africa. From there, it just spread, and now it's a staple in tropical spots all over the world, basically anywhere the climate is just right. The fruit itself is actually pretty simple. You've got that brittle outer shell, then the sticky, super valuable pulp, a few fiber strings, and of course the hard seeds inside. And while every part has its place, one of them is clearly the star of the show, economically speaking.
And these numbers, they really tell the whole story. Look at that. The pulp is more than half the fruit's weight. That makes it the economic engine, the real powerhouse of the tamarind. It's packed with something called tartaric acid, which gives it that classic sour punch. And that's exactly what industries are clamoring for.
Okay, let's follow the journey. How does this raw fruit go from a pod hanging on a tree to the stuff we see on store shelves?
Yeah, getting the good stuff out of that pod is a serious operation. It's a whole multi-step process, really. It's all designed to carefully get that pulp out and keep it perfect. We're talking cleaning, cracking the shells, getting the seeds out, drying. Every single step is critical to make sure it's ready for the global market.
So we've seen how it's made, but the big question is, why? Why does the world suddenly want so much more of it? And spoiler alert, it's not just about the flavor anymore. It's about a really big shift in what we all want in our food and other products.
This quote right here, it absolutely nails it. We're in the middle of this huge global movement towards natural, clean-labeled ingredients. People want to look at a label and actually recognize the words. And tamarind, it fits that bill perfectly. It's a natural flavor, a natural souring agent. It's the perfect replacement for a lot of synthetic stuff.
And it's not just about being natural. Both consumers and big companies are paying attention to its health benefits, which, by the way, are backed by science. We're talking studies showing it could have anti-diabetic, antibacterial, and anti-inflammatory properties. That makes it a super powerful, functional ingredient.
So with an appeal that wide, it's no surprise the demand is coming from all over. Food and drinks are the biggest slice of the pie, of course, making up almost half the market. But check it out. Pharmaceuticals and cosmetics are big players too, using tamarind's unique properties for all sorts of health and beauty products.
And if we look inside the market itself, there's another really cool trend happening. So conventional extract is kind of the workhorse, right? It's been around, it's widely available. But the organic version, that's the rising star. It's the fastest growing part of the market, and it shows that people are willing to spend a little more for products that they feel are healthier and more sustainable.
Yeah, this isn't just some flash in the pan. All the signs are pointing to tamarind becoming a major ingredient for the next decade. It's just so versatile, and its reach is truly global.
Now, the geography of this whole boom is super interesting. So you've got the Asia-Pacific region, especially places like India, producing most of the world's tamarind. But where is it being bought up the fastest? North America. And that's happening for two main reasons. We're all getting more adventurous with global cuisines, and there's a huge demand for those functional foods we talked about.
And this stuff is useful for way more than just cooking. Its extracts go into cosmetics as a moisturizer, its gum is used in the textile industry to thicken dyes, and they're even using the byproducts to make paper. Talk about a zero-waste powerhouse. So, the story of tamarind is really a perfect example of a traditional food meeting modern-day demands.
And it kind of makes you wonder, right? As we keep looking for more natural, functional ingredients, what's the next unsung superfruit out there, just waiting to be discovered?